What is up, YouTube? How's everybody out there doing today? So let me explain this video before we get into this video. Don't mind the Cadillacs in the background. Actually, you know what, we're going to show you the Cadillacs real quick. Here we have a coupe right here. We have the sedan that I built a while ago right here up on the left, and as you can see, this is actually the engine out of the sedan. This is the engine out of the coupe, and basically we're doing a motor swap because the customer actually owns like 5 of these CTSVs here basically, and he wants to race the coupe. He wants his coupe to be the drag car and not the sedan anymore, so we're swapping this power plant that we built a while ago. We're actually adding more parts to this power plant, and we're going to be swapping it into the CTSV coupe, which personally, in my opinion, I honestly think the CTSV coupes for drag racing, even though they're about the same weight anyways, I think the CTSV coupes are fucking just amazing. Like, I love the body styles of the coupes. He does have another coupe that has the tan inlay interior, which is freaking amazing looking. Like, and it's a high mileage coupe and it works great. It's completely stock with one of my tunes on it. But so yeah, so we got those two Cadillacs here. We're gonna be finishing them up in the next few days, and we got a shit ton of other stuff that we got to do. It's tiring. I actually was in here this weekend working as well. That's when we pulled this all apart. Actually, Max was in here with me, helping me out, which was pretty freaking awesome. I want to thank him very, very much for coming in and lending me a hand. Every now and again, I do have him come in and help me. I know people have been asking, does Max still work for you? No, he doesn't work for me, but he is coming in here every now and again, and I kick him a few bucks, kick him some stuff, you know, and he helps me do a job here and there. I'll like buy him lunch, a few beers, whatever the case may be. Yes, he is 21, guys. Don't you worry about that. But yeah, so he comes in here and helps me, so I am very grateful for that. It's nice to have people that want to come around and help out and stuff and all that jazz. So I'm very thankful, like I said. So that's that going on here. We've got freaking we got so much shit we got to do. So you might be seeing Max in here a little bit more often than usual, just because we do have so much stuff here to do, and I do need to desperately get caught up. But today's video is going to be about a pretty cool car, and this is a good friend of mine. He came by. He actually just bought this car recently. He came by and he was like, "Hey man, check out this new car I got, and would you be interested in you know, doing some stuff to it? It looks like it might need a little bit of TLC." And I was like, "Yeah, sure, no problem. Let's talk about it." So let's talk about it. Machine Gun Kelly. So let's go out here, take a look at it. But it is, I think this is a 2006 GXP. And if anybody knows anything about the Pontiac Grand Prix GXPs, unlike the GTPs are supercharged. The GXPs actually have 5.3 liter V8 engines in them, which is pretty freaking awesome, guys. These things are stupid powerhouse plants. I love these cars. I wouldn't want one of these days. I do miss my GTP a lot, but if I had to make a choice, I'd rather have a GXP. This is a 4-door, and it's decked out in really nice black, has tinted windows. Like, the interior is really, I don't know if you guys can see it, the interior is really nice in there. The car's in really nice shape, but regardless of that, he was saying, I was kind of looking at everything, and there's some oil leaks and stuff. So I suggested to him, I was like, let's do valve cover gaskets and let's do intake gaskets as well, because they're probably original intake gaskets. And more than likely, if you guys know these cars very well, the intake gaskets get flat and they will suck air in and you'll get a lean condition. This car does not have any codes or anything, so this car is completely fine. I just recommended it since it is, you know, the age of the car and the mileage. It might be a good idea to do it instead of just, since it's already here, getting other stuff done. So now, like I said, I really wasn't going to make a video about this, only because it's literally just, you know, it's just a valve covers and intake gasket. It takes about an hour or two to do. Not that big of a deal, but I wanted to show a lot of you guys out here. Like, I got something in my nose. It's probably either a beard hair or a nose hair. I don't know, but it's bothering me because I can literally see it at the bottom of my eye, and it's driving me freaking nuts. But basically, you know, I want to show you guys that, you know, not only is the performance stuff that is done here at the shop, but we also do like regular maintenance stuff as well when we have time. We don't make the maintenance stuff our priority here, but like I was telling, my hand's shaking, like I'm, oh my god, see that? My hand's shaking, I don't know why. So you know, like if a friend comes in, if a close friend comes in or a customer comes in, like say for example, this guy here, maybe he has a Honda Civic that needs spark plugs. Even though I do performance work on a CTSVs, I have no problem saying, you know what, I can do spark plugs, you know, after shop hours or maybe on a weekend, and it would only take about an hour to do, no big deal. I'll do that for you. But I wasn't going to do this, you know, like I said, I wasn't going to make this video, but I figured, you know what, I need a video anyways. What better way to do a nice little video than on this really nice GXP. So over here, we got the valve covers off, and they were dirty as hell. As you can see, that's the original one right there. Like, well, this is the front one, this is the back one, and we're cleaning it up. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to clean the rest of this one up, get this looking nice. We're going to clean the rest of this one up, get that looking nice, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to put the gaskets in. So we got both of them cleaned up pretty dang good. This stuff here, guys, I've had this for a while. I actually need to change out this liquid, but this is actually not solvent. It's mineral oil or mineral something or another I've gotten years ago. I really like it a lot. Like, it doesn't like mess up your hands. It doesn't dry out your hands or anything. It's actually pretty good stuff. So I use that. So, but it is getting kind of dirty, and I do need to drain it and fill it up. But it's really expensive. It's like stupid expensive to fill this thing, but it works really good. This is just a little Harbor Freight Chicago 20-gallon parts washer. Like, it's nothing crazy, and I love this thing. I've had this thing for years and years and years, and it does a really freaking good job. So we're gonna get these out, we're gonna dry them off, spray them down with some brake clean, dry them off real good, and then go ahead and put the seals in. Alrighty, so here's the old gaskets right here. Here's the old bolts right here, and with the old grommets, and actually these were what was leaking on this thing. So basically we have a brand new set of Felpro valve cover gaskets. It comes with 2 valve cover gaskets and all the tubings as well. I hope it comes with all the tubings. We're gonna find out here in a minute. Well, unfortunately this Felpro kit did not come with these grommets, so I gotta order them now. Usually I've seen them come before with them grommets for some reason. Maybe it was a different brand, I don't know, but we're just gonna have to call and get them anyway, so it's not a big deal. Alrighty, so got done putting our valve covers on. Got new center gasket, center boots for it. You can see right there that nice blue Felpro gasket in there. Got everything bolted down. Now we're going to take the intake off, which is pretty simple. This bolt right here we're going to have to wrench out. I don't know if you guys can see that. We're going to have to wrench that bolt out, but all the other ones we can get out with our good old zip gun right here, and we should be able to pull this thing up and out this way and get her sealed up real nice and tight like. Alrighty, so the intake manifold is off, but there is one thing I do need to explain. Is I figured that you have to take the fuel rail off in order to get the intake off, because this back fuel rail here actually hits underneath of this guy right there, if you can see that. So it's a lot easier just to take the fuel rail off and then take the intake off. So we're gonna go in here with our good old trusty vacuum, and we're gonna suck all this dirt, all this grime out of here. Yuck, 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 yuck. And then we're gonna reseal the intake, which is over there, and we're gonna put it back on again. Turned upside down here, and it looks like these gaskets aren't too shabby. They still are probably old. Maybe they were replaced sometime in their lifetime, who knows, but we are still going to replace them. That way we know that they're brand new, because, you know, these might be a month old, they might be 5 years old, we have no idea. So since we have the new ones, we're definitely going to put them on, and we're also going to change out the throttle body gasket as well. That way it's all brand new, and then we're going to reinstall the intake and we'll be good to go. New gaskets are on. Old gaskets are not on anymore. We replaced the throttle body gasket as well. So we're gonna go out here and slap this sucker on and get her done and wrapped up. But the only thing left I gotta do on that GXP is, after this is all done, I'm gonna start her up, make sure everything's running good. If everything is running good, I'm probably gonna go to lunch, come back, and do an oil change on it. But other than that, she's good to go. Everything's buttoned up. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start the car up, see how she sounds, and make sure everything's good to go. So let's do it. Right, here we go. Here we go. You guys excited? I'm excited. Oh my God. Somebody turn the radio all the way up. Ooh, she sounds good. Oh yeah. No air leaks. Everything sounds the way it's supposed to be sounding. That bouncer looks a little weird down there. Might have a tensioner going bad or something. I'll have to tell him about that. But yeah, everything's good to go. Let's rev her up a little bit. Ugh. Oh my God, he has a seat back so far. It says door ajar and hood ajar. Go figure. Oh my God. Ugh, okay, here we go. Definitely needs a tune. We can raise that thing up to $6,000 is what we really need to do. But she's working good, boys. She's working good. We'll go ahead and put the cover on here. We're gonna shut her off and put the cover on, because there is a cover that goes on top of here. It goes right there. Let's go in the shop and get it. Come on, come with me, people. Come with me now. There she is. Nice little 5.3 liter V8 cover. Go ahead and slap her back on. Let's see here. Let's see here. Alrighty. So it looks like it goes that way. Now it's actually on now. There's little like snaps under there. You can snap it down, but she's on there and everything's running a-okay. All right, so there you have it. The only thing left that I need to do on that GXP is change out the oil. He brought some oil for me to do. Unfortunately, my lift is packed with these Cadillacs. Obviously, you can see that. So I have no access to a lift. So we're gonna do it old school style. We're gonna do it on the ground. We're gonna jack up the front, do it on the ground like any normal person would do it in their garage, on their gravel, in their driveway, whatever the case may be. But that's pretty much going to end the video. But I know I'm going to make this buddy of mine pretty happy. He's going to enjoy the car even more, and I'm going to try to talk him into tuning it. If I could try to talk him into tuning this thing, it's going to be freaking amazing. I'll be able to take all the torque management out and all that jazz. These do have, if I remember correctly, these do have the 4T65E transmissions in them. The HDs, the heavy duty ones, they're same tranny that were in the GTP Grand Prix as well. So they can hold up pretty good to a certain extent, but this V8 does put out some punch. So might not want to chance it, but I'm going to try to talk to him about it, see if he's interested in doing it. If you enjoyed the video, do me a big favor. Give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're going to have a whole bunch of fun stuff coming between the shop stuff and going out and hanging with Send Steve and SS717 and all them guys. Instagram, Diablo Performance Racing. Facebook is also Diablo Performance Racing. Deuces, guys.